What internet marketing expert should you spend your valuable time listening to? Listen to someone who has over 20 years of web marketing experience and hundreds of website marketing success stories. That man is Aaron Sparks from Site Strategics. And this is Edge of the Web Radio.
Hey, 2 years ago, it happened. Secure searching for logged in users. Hey, this is Edge of the Web Radio. If you haven't heard us by now, we talk about inbound marketing, but I wanted to talk about this segment real quick. Inside of Google Analytics, it's a tracking program that you use. It's free of charge from Google to track track behavior of users on your website. The keywords logged in users were using were not being displayed. They were not being shared by Google. It was a security protocol. You know, it was bothersome, and it was taking away visibility from anyone who was tracking the performance of their own website. Well, this month, secure searching began being default for everyone.
It's impossible through words to describe what is necessary to those who do not know what horror means.
The keywords are gone. They're going away.
Oh my God.
The horror. The horror. You know, what is it and why was it done and what it means to your success? It's coming up right now. Hey, this is Edge of the Web Radio. I'm Aaron Sparks, joined by my colleague Tom Broadbeck of Site Strategics. You can check us out at sitestrategics.com. We're your local internet marketing company. We do cost-effective web design, as well as Google, Yahoo, and Bing search engine marketing that not only provides great rankings, but also translates into sales. This is the point here, and we wanted to make a strong focus on this particular new news. It just came out here this week, and it's really, really, really important for anybody who's paying attention to their own website traffic. The day that many SEO, search engine optimization professionals, hoped would never come, but feared it eventually would, apparently has arrived.
The day the keyword died.
It appears that Google has cut off keyword data altogether. Nearly 2 years ago, after making one of the biggest changes to secure search that resulted in a steady rise in this not provided data inside of Google Analytics, Google has switched all searches over to encrypted searches using HTTPS. Now, that may be a bit of geek speak for you, but the point is that there was always the availability on Analytics, a tool that was measuring the web traffic coming to your website. If you had it installed on your website, you could see the keywords that people were typing in from different search engines coming into your website. This means, with the new change here with Google, this means that no more keyword data will be passed to site owners whatsoever. The encrypted Google searches don't pass the keyword data through websites, and thereby eliminating the ability to track users by their keyword searches. It's a big impact for many site owners that have not been able to segment users by keywords within their own website analytics. I mean, it's pretty much gone. And here's a quote from Google. We want to provide SSL, that's secure certificate encryption. They want to provide SSL protection to as many users as we can, as in many regions as we can. We added the non-signed-in Chrome Omnibox searches earlier this year, and more recently other users who aren't signed in. We're going to continue expanding the use of SSL in our services because we believe it's a good thing for users. The motivation here is not to drive the ads side of their product. It's for our search users. So what does that mean? Doug, what does that mean to us?
Well, what it means is when someone does a search on Google and they type in like Indianapolis SEO, and they land on your website,
Yep.
What people don't realize is that there's a lot of data passed in that transaction.
Yep.
That they pass the keywords, the size of the screen, the referring site, all kinds of information that then is captured by analytics. The analytics data is what marketers use and what website users use to analyze to see, well, what can we improve and what can we do with our site. Keywords were important because basically, if you knew that a lot of people were searching your site for horse tranquilizers and you weren't a veterinarian, you know, you had a problem.
Oh, yeah.
You know, quit talking about horse tranquilizers and start talking about something else.
Exactly.
And so what it really helped you do was kind of mold and sculpt your content to what your audience was looking for. Not necessarily paying attention. A lot of people just paid attention to high volume, high this, high that. We've gotten out of that, I think, for the most part. But
Yeah.
But what is your audience searching for that your products and services can supply them, so that you can make sure that what they're searching for and what your site says matches? And so we used to be able to do it right down to a conversion that literally this person in our database was searching for that word, and we knew that, hey, the money that we spent on content, on promotion, on everything else, on those keywords brought us a return on investment. And so the scary part of this right now is that we're left with kind of 1/3 of the puzzle missing.
Right.
And that's that transaction where that keyword was passed to us.
That's right. That's right. It means that we're blind in that particular respect. For marketers, SEO agencies, website owners, anyone who looks at traffic coming into any site, knowing what the keywords were being used, that was essential for seeing swings of improved keyword traffic. And on top of that, what searchers were most interested in. And you hit a very, very good topic, is that looking at keywords, you can actually develop intuitive content. You can start looking at what they're looking for and build better and better content for consumption of users on your website as well. Well, how this impacts marketers, there's an article from Business to Community by Shelley Kramer. In the simplest terms, as a marketer, it's important for me to know what keyword terms drive traffic to clients' websites. That information drives our website content strategy, our lead generation strategy, our blog content strategy, and even our social media strategy. Well, for instance, if you got a client that sells, little girls' accessories, and I know there's a lot of search traffic for the phrase "girls red tutu," right?
Yes.
I know. I searched that today.
Daily.
Instead of say the phrase "red tutus for girls," I'm going to make sure that my product descriptions.
God, I hope you're not searching for that.
That's a whole different show right there. You got to make sure the product descriptions on the website use that phrase.
Right.
Now, your blog content uses that phrase, and many of the social media content you also use that phrase. It's like using honey to draw the bees. You do your homework to find out what they're searching for, and make sure that your marketing message and your content speak the language that customers and prospects are using when they search. If you're just tuning in, we're talking about a major change in Google's reporting of search engine traffic on Edge of the Web Radio. So why was this done, Doug? There's a number of different theories that are out there.
Well, I mean, at the bottom line, I think what Google is trying to do is maintain the integrity of organic search. And at the bottom line, that's what they're trying to do, is that organic means that it's not influenced by alternate means. It's natural.
Right.
And so the problem is that when you reveal all the pieces of the puzzle to someone who could make millions of dollars by manipulating,
Right.
they're going to manipulate, and so SEO grew to a $5 billion industry, and part of that was because whoever had the deepest pockets was able to, basically manipulate those rankings the way that they wanted by putting content out there and really ranking on those keywords. Well, now, without knowing, what keywords are driving the traffic to your site, what Google's done is they've taken one link out of that chain that basically leaves these black hat guys blind. I think marketers,
kind of like losing a grip on, your rock climbing wall. All of a sudden, the things you were holding on to for dear life to create content,
right,
and almost fabricating the organic value.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and I have mixed. I have mixed emotions about it. On one side, I feel like Google says they're not evil, but they're the only people allowed to make money off of their keywords now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's that side of it that I just think this is baloney. The other side of it, though, is the good side, and that's that maybe as marketers, and you guys have been doing this with your clients well,
right,
you've been paying more attention to mobile, video, reviews,
Right.
all of these promotions, these other things to basically do good marketing.
It's just not about keyword ranking.
Exactly.
Yep.
Keywords were one element of it that we would check for clients, but
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't our, that wasn't the drive every single day when we got to work.
Yeah.
And so I feel like, the other side of it is, hey, you know what? They're pushing marketers to become better marketers.
There are some thoughts out there. You're absolutely right. There are some thoughts out there regarding why Google did this. Was it done to boost ad sales? Because guess what? They're still showing the keywords that are coming from their AdWord transactions. So they're going to reveal your AdWord campaign traffic. They're not going to reveal the organic search. There's a lot of theories about this, but the point is, we're going to talk a little bit about what to do this post keyword loss period now, and you need to pay attention because we are going to deep dive into some good techniques and more importantly, understanding of what you should really be paying attention to. Because here's the deal, Doug. A lot of times our clients were just paying attention to the keywords that were coming in,
right?
Not the value of the content in the interaction of the customers. So this may be a boon for true content marketers and inbound marketing specialists, because it's no longer that fixation on how many keywords we had up or down, because it's fluid. There's so many other factors to be able to pay attention to. Well, Google isn't the only search engine on the planet. It's just a pretty big one. You'll be able to access your search data from Bing and Yahoo and be able to extrapolate that data as well.
You're listening to Edge of the Web Radio with Aaron Sparks. We're online with exclusive podcasts, the latest web news, and links at edgeofthewebradio.com.